All right, you guys, we are back here at the chicken coop build, and I just wanted to show y'all what I've had to do from this ice storm that I'm sure some of y'all received as well. But the OSB that I used needs to be covered. It can't get wet. So I put plastic on it and 2 tarps, and I've got the walls over in the barn. So I've got to carry them back over here and hope that they didn't get too much moisture on them. So basically I'm doing all the work that I've already done again. Hopefully everything fits the way it's supposed to. Let's get after it. Oh. My God.
Okay guys, this is going to be a compilation of a lot of the projects that we mentioned to you guys in our intro to this homesteading lifestyle. Say hi! Oh. He's our little farmhouse mascot and mouse catcher. Keep things simple today, and just honestly, I'm going to be working on something that has been on my list to do for a really long time, and while the weather is still bitter cold, I feel like it's the perfect time to actually get it done before it starts warming up, because I know I'm not going to want to be inside. So my focus is on kind of the interior of the house, organizing, decluttering, while Andy's outside working on the chicken coop, trying to get that back reassembled. I'm going to be in here tackling what we're calling the hunting room. It's also the dog room, but it needs a lot of work, organization, and hopefully eventually getting this massive piece of furniture out up there that I feel like is compromising the already weakened structure of the kitchen ceiling. That's a whole nother story for a different day. My helper! Are you coming to help? You guys, this is pretty embarrassing. Like, this is ridiculous. This room needs so much work, as you can see. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming, but we've got this whole conglomerate of shelf. It's just like hunting stuff, camping stuff. Andy did clear out this corner here. It was a bunch of like tree stands and hunting clothes. So now all of these bags are hanging, which I'm not going to leave like that, but at least they're up off of the floor for now. And then this is more hunting stuff all in here. And then, of course, this is the giant conglomerate piece of furniture that my mom had to have up here. And I really think it needs to go because it's so heavy. Yeah, I've got some totes and some bins, and we're gonna get to work. This will be an awesome before and after.
Elo! No! No! Get him! Hey! No, go on.
Hey, fish. Fish! Get out of there! You just knocked over the camera!
All right, y'all. So we've got our platform uncovered. Everything looks good. And I just want to show y'all where I've stored the walls throughout this whole snow event that we've had over the last few weeks. Hopefully everything is the way that I left it and not all jacked up. So I'm going to do one wall at a time, and I've got to walk it all the way back there to the house. So get a little manual labor in, a little physical activity, and hope that everything goes back together the way it did before. All right, y'all, so off to a good start here. So I was bringing the first one over, and in between the chicken coop and the garden fence, I didn't really take that into account that it wasn't wide enough, so I snapped the first piece here. This is gonna take some doctoring, but it's not ruined. But it is gonna take some
So, kind of decided that this is just gonna be solely the hunting room. So only hunting stuff up here. No fishing, no camping stuff, because we don't have any shed or barn or any storage space at all. I've got a little storage unit nearby, so all the fishing and camping stuff is gonna go there.
All right, you guys, so I got that fixed. It wasn't that big of a deal, so hopefully that will hold, but I'm gonna show y'all putting up the first wall, and then I will tune back in once all the walls are up, so.
Okay.
It's extremely slick.
Okay, thanks. Prepping for the apocalypse. I think I got this like 5 years ago during COVID. I got some storage bins on Amazon that are gonna help me a lot here. Organized. Oh my goodness. I can see some grass. Andy said to be careful at the back of my truck because it's solid ice. So I'll try to do that. Trash.
All right, you guys, so I've got all the walls up except for the last one here, which is a floating wall. It's suspended up, so I'm gonna go get Heidi, and we're gonna try to put this last wall up before we continue this build. So one more to go. Okay.
You're ready.
Here to help. You get it where
Yes! Get him, Bruce! Heidi.
Okay guys, I just got back inside from helping Andy and I am completely overwhelmed. I've realized that this is a way bigger job than I thought. I've kind of run into the problem that I don't have anywhere that I want to put the stuff that I'm organizing. You've been no help. Look inside here. My mom has stored things like this. I'm gonna need to get rid of a lot of this stuff. Once I get rid of a lot of this clutter, I could decorate with cute things like this, but that is just weird. That is gross. But I'm gonna need some more totes because she wants to save a lot of this stuff. And a trailer, but we're gonna do it somehow. Need some help carrying some of these totes down, and then I'm gonna call it a wrap for the day.
All right, you guys, that is a wrap. We've got everything back up. We've got all the walls. I framed out the spot here, right here, that I'm gonna work on tomorrow.
Guys, good morning. It is a brand new day, and it is a particularly wonderful day because it is going to get up to 62 degrees today. There's ice and snow still everywhere, but this is gonna be like the great thaw, and I'm so ready. I've got to head to town, go to the grocery store first, which is a trek, and I'm going to therapy, which I'm not ashamed to admit. You guys should also invest in your mental health. It's very important. Y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be a great day. Listen to all the birds. Oh, this is solid ice. Sliding. It is just ice, ice, baby. Because it's 21 degrees and it's gonna get up to 62 today. It's 9 a.m. I'm driving Andy's rental today, this Jeep Wrangler. Oh gosh, I'm going off of the road. I'm a fan. It's so cute.
All right, you guys, so we are back at it today with the chicken coop build, and I just want to give you all a little look here. We have a rented trailer or plywood for today to start covering the sides, and I will show y'all what I got instead of what the plan said to get, because Heidi thinks it's going to look better, and I agree with her. So hopefully we can get up the road here. We finally got some decent temperatures today, so it's going to be a sporty trek up the driveway with the trailer.
I am back at the farmhouse, and I'm about to get back to work upstairs on cleaning out the hunting room. And this is the monstrosity of a piece of furniture that I was telling you guys about. My main concern is that it's putting additional weight on the ceiling and the floor, obviously, up here, but the ceiling and the kitchen, there are a lot of new cracks and things that have appeared. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it out, and then we will worry about how the heck we're gonna get it out of here. This is kind of cool. It says Yearbook 1917. Yearbook of the Department of Agriculture, 1917. Onion seed is produced extensively in the United States, and its production can be greatly increased as our needs warrant. This would actually be insanely cool to read, to see how much stuff has changed, you guys. This is cool. I'm definitely keeping this. Okay. So here are some old jars. This is prepared mustard. Dolly Madison prepared mustard. This is so old. You guys, look at that. This is peanut butter. Was peanut butter. I asked my mom about this because she put all this stuff in here. And I asked her what in the world she was wanting to save these for. And she said that it wasn't actually peanut butter and mustard. It was whatever they used to can. And they just used these old jars. So I'm guessing that's the case, but either way, it's pretty gross. Yeah, the labels are pretty cool, but I don't want to keep them. You guys, look at this. This is an old wallet, handmade. It is so old, so cool. There's papers in here. Oh my gosh, something says collateral. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Collateral to see painter. 60 days, $175. After date for value received, we promise to pay to Clarence Painter or order without offset the sum of $175 to Clarence Painter, negotiable and payable. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so cool. That is a piece of history. Let's see if it's got a date on there. 1916, March 24th. There's like a little newspaper snippet. It says, Boy Scouts asked to locate timber, New York, May 7th. Scarcity of black walnut timber for the making of gun stocks and airplane propellers. In President Wilson addressing an appeal for the 350,000 Boy Scouts of America, asking them to communicate to the War Department the location throughout the country of black walnut trees, their sizes, the names of their owners, and the price at which they can be purchased. So, oh my goodness, that's so crazy. So this must have been a big deal. There are black walnut trees all over the farm here. So wow, I bet that was really cool to read and know that there were a lot of valuable trees over here at that time. So maybe one day in the future, we could pay homage to this and offer some fresh, raw black walnuts to sell on our Farmhouse Kitchen website, maybe. So stay tuned for that. I've already thought about it. I mean, they're so plentiful over here. There's so many beautiful walnut trees, including the one that's right out front of the farmhouse here. This is really cool.
All right, you guys, I want to give you a look at what I'm cutting here. These are the little inserts for the roosting box. So my plan is, I think there's 6 of these to cut, and my plan is to just cut one, get it all perfect, make sure it fits, and then I'm going to trace this onto the plywood and then just use my jigsaw to cut it. It seems like the easiest way to go. And I'll tell y'all, I'm not a carpenter by any means. And one of the hardest things for me to learn thus far was how to use my speed square to make a 67-degree angled cut. So that's this cut right here. So I'm sure y'all, a lot of y'all that watch this know more about carpentry than me, but hopefully this is the right fit. So let's go see if this thing fits. This is like my 10th trip trying to modify this thing to make it fit. So we are getting closer, but it is still not there. Did I just make it worse? Yeah. This needs to go that way more. I'm okay with that, I think. Possibly. So that is how they're supposed to go, and there's 6 of them. And obviously something is a little bit off on my build on the outside here, but we will just roll with it and figure it out as we go. So this is gonna take a little bit longer than I anticipated, but that is okay.
Where I have to figure out how on earth we're gonna get this thing out of here.
Can you help? You can? Yeah? Oh my goodness.
I'm getting pretty tired. It's about time to start cooking dinner. So I think I'm gonna call it for the day. But I did get this entire thing cleaned out. With all this snow finally melting, things are about to get really muddy. Might have to wait for the ground to dry up some before I can get some people up here to help. But yeah, this is what I'm working with so far. Still a lot of clutter and ugliness with the plastic shelves and containers, but once we get this out of here, I can figure out what would work for storage that looks a lot better, and this will be a much bigger, cleaner room.
All right, you guys, we are back at it. We've got our inserts in. Now, I just want to say they were a little bit of a bear to get in there. I don't know if my framing was off somewhere. I'm sure it was, but I basically had to just make them work. So I got them evenly spaced out, and today we are going to be putting the walls up, or putting the plywood on the walls. So that's going to take some crafting, if you will. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna show you the plywood here that we're gonna be using. This is something that Heidi picked out. I don't know, I guess it gives it more of a rustic kind of feel. It's gonna be easier to paint than OSB, which is what the plans that I got off Etsy were calling for. So, yep, just want to give you all a quick look of what we're gonna be putting up before we start cutting.
All right, guys, I am on a mission this morning. I've already been to the gym, which was a win, and it is absolutely gorgeous today. The sun is out shining again. It's already 50 degrees. I am so happy. So much of the snow and the ice has finally melted. So you guys saw yesterday I got that giant piece of furniture cleaned out, and I'm on the way to my parents' house to take it to my mom because she said don't dare throw anything away. But I also am on a mission to get the horse saws, sawhorses, for Andy, because he needs them to make some cuts for the chicken coop. So hopefully I can find those while we're here, and then we'll head back to the farm, and I've got some really satisfying organization to finish up inside, and then hopefully I can finish the day with something outside, as well as making some homemade ice cream. So y'all stay tuned for that later.
I'll take it to Goodwill. Okay. Or I'll decorate it in my house. She'll have to deal with it again when I'm dead and gone.
Oh my goodness. I am gonna get the sawhorses and then horse saws. Still don't know which one it is. I think that's all I was supposed to get. I just got back over here. So Andy's outside working on the chicken coop, and it's getting close to lunchtime, so I figured I would make some egg salad sandwiches. I feel like if I make it good enough, this will be the perfect little motivation for him to keep working on this chicken coop. See? Pretty soon, these will be farm fresh eggs. That's so... You're... What are you yelling about? What are you yelling about? You want to go back outside? But Oh. But I like it. I like it when you're in here with me. Oh. You want to go back outside, don't you? Yeah. I hear you. Come on. Oh, here he comes. Give it a good mix. I always feel like you gotta add more mayo. Yeah. He's gonna like this. Y'all, that's massive. Look at that. Ooh. Here's your sandwich.
Thank you. My gosh.
Did you get it up?
I'm just trying to get it perfect. Go. This makes me motivated. This was made with a lot of TLC.
Think about all of the farm fresh eggs that we're gonna
Oh
have.
yeah, there it is.
We'll be having a lot of
This does
it.
motivate me now even more.
Okay. Okay guys, I got this off of Amazon and it is going to help me quite a bit get organized in this little closet. I will show you guys what I am organizing and show you how much of an absolute mess it is right now, because I feel like this is going to be really satisfying to watch. Big Fish is obsessed with this thing now. I'm gonna show y'all the giant disaster of what all is gonna be filling this up. Alright, so this is our little closet under the steps. Fish cannot go in because we've got a couple mouse traps in there, and that would not be good for him. So as you can see, all these extra like bags and his carrier and stuff, I've got hanging on the little roller cart. Fits perfectly. Yay! I don't know where all of y'all keep your medicine and stuff, maybe in a closet or a medicine cabinet, but the bottom box is the dog's stuff, all the animal stuff, and those are just random medicines in case someone gets sick. It's time. It is time to clear this table off. This whole area right here is a complete disaster. You guys can see the medicine. This is more like supplements. It's just not cute. I promise I have not completely lost my mind yet. I am almost done filling up this cart. This is taking a little bit of time because I'm organizing, you know? When someone needs something, like someone gets stung by a bee, or someone has allergies, or they need a Band-Aid or some Neosporin or something, I will know exactly where it is, and I love that. Okay. Moment of truth and satisfaction. Ooh. I love it.
All right, you guys, I can't not film anymore. I've tried and the camera keeps blowing over, but we finally got the back wall on. It has taken a long time, and this is our final sheet of plywood. So I will tune back in with y'all after we get some more wood.
Okay guys, moving into the kitchen. This is extremely embarrassing. Things have just been shoved underneath the kitchen cabinet because we don't have any cabinets. So I'm about to fix that right now. Ready? All right, you guys, hopefully that looks a little bit better. It's still under the sink, the kitchen sink, so I mean, it can't be that pretty, but everything is organized and it is clean, so that feels a lot better. And what makes it even better are these cute little curtains that I got to hide all of the stuff, but at least it's organized. So you guys, we don't have a trash pickup out here in the country, So we are going to utilize this trailer while we've got it. Yeah, we have trash. We normally just take a couple bags at a time to town and find a dumpster, or use my parents or Andy's brother, Ben. So, all right, trying to wake up. Our driveway is finally pretty much clear, maybe 85%. We are together today, running some errands. We gotta go to Lowe's and get some paint is mainly the reason I am in tow today, but we are inside the dump. Andy's backing up the trailer, and oh gosh. It's part of the glamour, the glitz and the glamour, baby. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys this part because this is something that I feel like I never really thought about until you start living out in the country. There's no trash pickup where we are. Like, we are so far out off of the main road. There's no trash pickups. Still in town. Went to the dump, went to the gym, went to Tractor Supply.
Back home, sweet home.
Yeah, home sweet home. Good old Lowe's. We're picking out the paint color.
Yeah, buddy. Go ahead and break them before we get.
Now I see how you were doing this without me here, but
You gotta figure it out.
I'm still not helping. I cannot wait to show you guys the paint colors that we picked. The guy at the paint desk was like, y'all are the first people that have ever come in here and gotten 2 colors for a chicken coop. Andy is really overdoing it and building me the bougie chicken coop of my dreams. I'm so excited.
All right, you guys, so we've gotten the plywood up in a hurry. It took 2 days to put the plywood up. As you can see, my angled cuts are not on point, but they will do, hopefully. But we're gonna go ahead and paint this thing because we've got another rainstorm coming this weekend and we don't want the wood to get damaged or warped. So the plan is to spend the next couple of days painting it, and then we're gonna cover the roof with plastic or something because the OSB that I use for the flooring cannot get wet. So being that it's winter time, you never know what the weather's gonna be. So let's see what this paint color looks like that Heidi picked out. It is called, just for y'all, just for reference, this is called Wind Swept Clouds. Let's see.
Alright, you guys, this is my first time getting a look close up of the chicken coop with the paint on it. I have peeked out the window a few times, but I haven't actually come over and looked at it. And honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be so blue. it's pretty blue. But it's crazy, like right now it's kind of like morning light-ish, maybe midday. And it seems like at different times of the day it looks different colors, but I think that once we add the trim and some accents and maybe some stained wood like on the bottom and the run, I think it's gonna look really, really cute. Here's what it looks like with the farmhouse in the back. I love it. It matches the sky, and then once the grass turns all green, the contrast of the green grass in the garden with the cute little blue, it's like a bluish green. I love it. Hopefully I love it. Hopefully I love it tomorrow. But today I love it. And Andy did such a good job so far. I cannot believe this. Ah! So we've got this one side left to paint. And then it'll be, at least the exterior will be secured for this rain we're supposed to get tomorrow. We still have to put some sort of tarp up there though, so that should be fun. We gotta do that today.
I'm glad you like it, babe. Now, our last problem that we have here is we have hardly any paint left, so
Yeah, we're gonna need some more paint.
hopefully it's enough to cover it, but we shall see.
Y'all, we couldn't resist it. Tractor Supply yesterday, I got this shirt. It says, I work hard so my chickens can have a better life.
And I got Lucky Rooster Feed and Seed, $9.99.
Yeah, fully
Beautiful.
embracing it.